to On the Topic with me, Amy V. How are you guys doing today? We have an exciting video today. First, I want to say thank you to a sweet subscriber of mine who sent me a goodie box, because without that goodie box, this video would not be happening today at all. So thank you, Sylvia. If you're out there and watching, thank you for sending me that goodie box, because in that goodie box was an amazing palette that I have not been able to stop using, and it was the Alamar Cosmetics palette. If you don't know about this palette, it is by a makeup artist, Gabby. I don't know if you know, she is on here on YouTube as well. She is good friends with Kathleen Lights, who is also here on YouTube, and she is her makeup artist and is a makeup artist and just in general talented one. But anyway, she came out with her own cosmetic line, and I will definitely link everything that I'm talking about down below, her website and where you can find the palette. I believe I want to say it's $28, and you know if I'm wrong about anything, I will put it up on the screen. Here somewhere around here. But yeah, she came out with her first palette in her cosmetic line. And guys, I don't know about anybody else, but I have a wish list, like probably most people, but it's just for palettes. I know, and it's like long. But anyway, but when we first saw this come out, this definitely went on my list. I wanted this palette. Me and my friend were talking about it, and we saw the colors. I was seeing the colors all over Instagram. I was like, oh my gosh, I so want that palette. It looks so pretty. And Sylvia, she put it in the little goodie box to me, so oh, thank you so much. But this is what it looks like. Beautiful packaging, very just, it's like a cardboard packaging, but it's real durable. Colors are beautiful. Guys, I'm gonna just get down to the nitty gritty, okay, because I'm so excited about this video. So the colors in this palette, there's 8 colors. It comes with 8 shadows. They are, you have some pops of color. You've got, I mean, this is like a perfection palette to me. I mean, I love it. I can't say enough. Like, this screams summer, but I feel like you can definitely take some of these colors right into fall, spring, like just, it's like an all-around great palette for almost any season. But yeah, the mattes are loaded with pigment. Every color in this palette has a punch of power to it. And you can also lighten it. You can do whatever, you know, as far as like the pigmentation that you want to come across in your look. I've had more softer looks. Today is like definitely like I was glamming for it. I was going for it. I wanted the in your face type of look. So yeah, so I have just been loving this palette, using it constantly. Now, one of the things I had seen is, I know in one of the tutorials that Gabby did on one of the models, it might have even been Kathleen Lights, because she does her makeup for her photo shoots for her, for KL Polish, which is Kathleen Lights' nail polish company. But I think one of the colors, I think is La Costa, she was using that as a highlight. And then I think on their most recent tutorial they did, I saw her use one of the eyeshadows as a blush, and I was like, I have got to do that. I want to put this palette to the test, and I want to see if that would come across good on me and my skin tone. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go for it. And when I was doing it, I thought, you know, there's this color cafecito in here, and I was like, why not try to contour with it too? So yeah, so I did my entire face as far as the color goes, like my eyeshadows, my contour, blush, and highlight, all with this baby right here, nothing else. I did warm up my face with, as far as like warming up the face, I did use a powder, but as far as the contouring on my face, the blush, the highlight, all of that was just with the Alamar Cosmetics palette. This is the Reina Del Caribe. Sorry, I'm not good with my Spanish. Forgive me if I butcher them, but yes. So anyways, so I'm not even going to try to say the names, because I'll probably butcher those as well. But anyways, I did utilize 3 of the shadows on my eyes in the palette, and then one of the other shadows as a highlighter. And when I'm going through the tutorial, of course, I will put the names of the shadows that I'm putting where and when. And then I used one of them as a blush, and then my contour. So yeah, so guys, I am not going to keep you waiting. We are going to jump right into this tutorial so that you can see exactly what I'm doing. And then, of course, you know, as always, I will end the video with really no final thoughts, guys. I'm gonna tell you right now, this is on the topic approved. If you don't have it, get it. If you can't get it right now, put it on your wish list. And yeah, that's like, yeah. That's all I can say. It's amazing. It is so amazing, guys. Seriously, like I hands down, amazing palette. Probably one of my favorites so far that have come out. And I mean, yeah. So I have not picked up any of my other palettes, and when that happens, you're good. If I get you and I use you like 1, 2, and then I'm kind of going back to others, it's like, but you know, when I can't put you down, you're good. You're good. All right, guys, I'm gonna stop jibber-jabbering, okay? And we're gonna jump right into the tutorial. All right, guys, see you in a second. Alrighty, guys, so let's jump into this tutorial. I'm so excited. Okay. So the first thing that I'm going to do is contour. I haven't done my brows. I just have like my base on. So that's what I have on. So we're going to go ahead and start with contouring the parts that I contour. Now, I'm going to warm up this face with something totally different, but I'm going to contour first. And I'm just using just a little fluffy brush. I think this one is a BH Cosmetics brush. So I'm going to contour with the brown shade Cafecito. I think that's it. Yeah, Cafecito. In the palette, and I dip the brush in, kind of just dust off the excess. I just kind of start from the top of the ear and I already have that natural contour there. So I'm just going to lightly contour right there, not bringing it too far, just enough to contour. And I know it looks kind of harsh. It is a pretty deep brown, but you'll see in the end once I blend it all, it's all going to come together. So no worries. So I'm just going to contour there. Go again on the other side, same thing, lightly contour right there, not bringing it out too much. I'm just kind of hollowing out, making that bone structure, you know, to like slim up the face, really make those cheekbones pop. And so yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do right there, and just take that and contour right there. Then I'm going to go in very lightly on the very high points here. So just all in here, like around the hairline is where I'm going to contour, all there. And this is for me, just to kind of shade those parts where I want it to bring in my forehead, and just bring it around just a little bit, around like that, right around the hairline. Like I said, very softly, very lightly, because this is a pretty deep color. So just like that, just to give like that natural contour around the hairline, just to kind of, like I said, it's gonna make the forehead seem smaller, because I do have a pretty big forehead. So I'm just gonna take it around just like that, like right around the hairline is what I did. With that same shade, doing the same thing, I'm gonna go right along the jawline, really faintly. It's just gonna create that shadow and kind of carve out the face, because we want it to look, see, you can already see it like that shadow, so it's appearing that I have like a pretty, you know, thin jawline. Basically what it's for. So I'm just contouring that out. It's almost like you're carving out your face, you know what I mean? Like, if just think of your face as like a, I don't know, I kind of think of like a tree, a huge tree bark, and people who carve it make like these wooden figures. Like, it's kind of like that you're just carving out your bone structure and giving the illusion of that thinner, more carved out, very sharp looking edges. And I'm just going to take that right along the actual jaw line. Okay? So I do just like that. See how it gives that shading right there? So I'm going to take just like this little very thin, it's like a straight liner brush, but I'm going to use it also to contour, just kind of carve out for my nose. So I'm just going to come really lightly and kind of just kind of stamp it like that. Redraw my nose, I guess, so to speak, like what I'd want it to look like. You know, do my own plastic surgery here, that's all. Wanting to make your nose look different, smaller, narrower. The trick is contouring it, and there's different ways to contour, but this is just what I do. So just kind of that's going to be the outline. All right, so now The next thing I will do is I'll go ahead from this point and I'm going to go ahead and warm up the face. And what I do warm it up with is I take, this is the Kat Von D dual-ended brush, and I just take the what do you call it? The angled side, and I just take in my darker Wet n Wild pressed powder in cocoa, and this is what I go to warm up the face with. So I just kind of swirl it in, dust off the excess, and this is where I'll kind of just blend that out just a little bit and bring it out just a little bit further. And this is what I'm gonna warm up the face with. So I just kind of go over those same parts, but I just kind of take it a little bit more broad, a little bit more freely, and just warm it up. I'm gonna go ahead and go on to blush. Now, what I did from the Alamar is I used the Alamar. I'm not good with my Spanish, guys, sorry. I just took just a little fluffy brush. I think this is actually, yeah, this is the e.l.f. blush brush. I went right into that color. Now, mind you guys, when you're first seeing me do this, it's gonna be kind of, it's gonna seem harsh, it's gonna seem, and it's, I kind of want it that way because this is like a glam look, like I want it full glam, but it will kind of lighten up as I blend later. So, but anyways, I went in with that color and I just went right on top of that contour and warming area, that area that I just warmed up with the cocoa powder, and I just went right over that. And I like to bring it up to my big old cheeks, so so I just go right there and I lay it on, because like I said, here in a little bit I'm gonna go in and blend all of this, and it's gonna kind of lighten and soften it up. So I know that's such a pretty color, guys. Like, oh, it just screams summer to me. And just bring it up to the cheek, bring it right above that contour and that warmth that I just put there. And yeah, I do take it up just a little bit right there. This is me. Got a big face to cover, guys. All right, so there is that. Oh, I love it. All right, so like I said, I know it's harsh, but not to worry, we're gonna get there. All right, so at this point, what I will go ahead and do is I'm gonna go ahead, I'm not gonna do the highlight yet. I'm gonna go ahead and carve out where I like to carve out with my beauty blender. Carve out where I'd wanna carve out at, just to make it even that much sharper. So I'm just going to take just like that. This is the Real Techniques Beauty Sponge, actually, that I'm using today. Then this is where I'm going to apply some here, because this is going to help with the blending later. So I just kind of go on the outsides of it. All right, I know it looks crazy, so just bear with me, guys. You know it always comes together in the end, you know. All right, so we're gonna go back into the Alamar Cosmetics palette, the maroon and the brown. I apologize, I really need to learn how to say these names, for real. I'm gonna be working on that, because I'll be using this a lot. All right, so I'm gonna go in with the maroon shade first, the Guantanamera. I hope I said that right. All right, so I'm just gonna dip in there into that maroon color. I'm gonna take the Morphe M433. I went ahead and just dipped in there, did off the excess, and I'm just gonna come right into the crease and just go ahead and start blending it right into that crease. I'm gonna come around to the edge as well. And this one, when I come to the edge, I'm just gonna do circular motions. That's all I'm gonna do, is just continue to do circular motions, and I'm gonna build it up from here to my liking. Okay, and I'm just gonna go back in again for a second time. Like I said, you're just gonna keep working it and building it. And I'm not gonna put anything else in this crease area, so because of that, I'm gonna apply the more pressure right in the actual crease area, and then I'm gonna bring this up really lightly, so it kind of just seems like it's blown up and out there, because this is gonna be the only color in our crease. So like I said, when I come to the corner, I just do circular motions, kind of holding the brush way out towards the end. Do those circular motions, really get that there. And then like I said, just taking it all the way in and around. And then as I come up, I'm just releasing the pressure on the brush, like I said, just to make it real blown and just diffused right all up out in that crease area. And like I said, you're just gonna build it up to your liking. So I'm gonna go in one more time, just to kind of bring some in this area right here, because we're going to probably come back with this color here in a second. I'm going to go in with Cafecito, and I'm going to grab that shade, dust off the excess. And this one, I'm going to come all over on that corner and on the lid. But I'm going to stop about right there and leave this empty. Just build it up. And these mattes, guys, are so pigment. They're so good. There definitely is some kick up in it, but it's just so good. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, and they blend so beautifully, like just amazingly. All right, so that's pretty much where I like it to be as far as the color goes. And then without any extra color on that on the other brush I was using, the M433, I'm just gonna go right back in there and just kind of blend that out so there is no harsh lines. Right there, I just kind of want them to come together. And then I'm gonna dip in a little bit into that maroon color, go right back in, and just kind of work that right in the crease. And bring them together like one happy family. And just swirl it right there at the edge, like I was. And work that, just like that. And like I said, as I come up here, I'm just gonna lightly brush it because I want it to be really diffused and just blown out beautifully right there. And that is what I did on the top with that flat liner brush again. And I'm going to take cafecito, and I'm going to load it up on that brush. And I'm just going to stamp it like right there on that waterline with the black. Just like that. Very, very close to the lash line, the lower lash line. And I want it intense, so I'm just like going straight in with that color. I'm going to go back in with that maroon color, and I'm going to come right underneath there, and I'm going to go right over that brown and bring it down. Like I said, this is like in your face, fierce, you know, like pigment. I want it full glam as I can get it without having to put liner and lashes. Now, from here is where I will take a pencil brush. I'm going to take the pencil brush. I'm going to, now, okay, let me do this. I'm going to show you without wetting my brush and with wetting my brush. So I'm going to go in with El Malicon, this one in the corner. And I'm going to take it, this is dry. You can use it dry. And I'm going to place it right there in that inner corner. And bring it onto the lid some. Right there where that corner was bare. And I feel like my camera is not doing this color justice because it is so bam in your face bling. Okay, so that's with no wetting it, no nothing. Okay, now I'm going to wet it with a little bit of my setting spray. I'm going to wet my brush. Okay, and then I'm going to go just barely dip into that color, into the corner one. And I'm going to go right back in. And it just, oh, it intense. So it's like liquid gold. So pretty. And then I'm just going to bring it up just a little into that corner. Not all the way touching the brown, but just right before it. I'm just going to make sure that whole corner is lit. Like lit. So that's what I did as far as the look goes that you saw that I posted. I basically, like I said, did the contour, did the blush. I did the maroon and brown color in the palette, brought it underneath with some black liner, did the inner highlight with El Malicon. And I feel silly saying these names because I know I'm not saying them right. And I'm so sorry if I'm not pronouncing them right. I'm not good with speaking Spanish. Yeah. Anyway, so the next thing I want to show you that I did with the palette is my highlight, okay? I know the rest of my face isn't done, my brows are not done, my lashes aren't done, my lips aren't done, but I just want to show you what I did. So I just took a very small, fluffy, maybe crease brush, and I go right into La Costa, right here on the top, and I just go crazy in there. Okay. What I love about this eyeshadow as a highlighter is it's like, okay, I'm like putting it on. I'm like, oh, pretty. Yeah, that's nice. Oh, yeah, I like it. And then it's like is it there? Like, where is it? And then it's like, oh, you know, it's so pretty. It's like the perfect highlight. If I could get a highlight in a pan, like, this is what I'd want it to be. Like, it's so nice. You can build it up as strong as you want it. And I do build it up because, you know, like I said, this particular look, I want glam. I have other looks that I don't want them as bam. But this one is just, and that's what I highlight with. I highlight that on my nose, on my Cupid's bow. I even take it up here on the forehead a little bit to just highlight. So that is exactly what I did. Of course, like I said, I'm gonna go load up my lashes with mascara. But basically, to show you on this side what I do to kind of diffuse it out a little bit is something like this. And I just go ahead and all I did was just take it with a light hand and just buff that out to kind of blend it all together. And I go over everything just like that. And it just diffuses it. It makes it just blend all together so well and so seamlessly. So, and I do the same thing here, and it all blends and it all comes together. So I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna finish off my face and show you guys the final look in this video. I really hope you liked it. So yeah, so this is the final look. This is what it turns out to be. Like I said, I just went and blended everything. The key is buffing it out with a good buffing brush that you can just blend all the contour, blush, highlight, and all of that. I went and highlighted my nose. You know, I realized maybe my contour is a little bit stronger than most people like, and you can take it lighter. Yeah, so I'm totally excited to see like what else Alamar Cosmetics will come out with. I'm so excited as far as makeup goes and things like that. I don't doubt in my mind they are going to come out with more amazing things. So I can't wait to try, you know, any other upcoming cosmetics that they come out with. So yeah, so thank you once again to Sylvia, my wonderful, precious subscriber here, for sending me a goodie box and putting this in there. That is so amazing. You're amazing. Thank you so much. I love it, love it, love it. And I will definitely be playing around with it more and more. Definitely, please be sure to subscribe if you haven't already and click the bell so you'll know when I upload a video. Also, be sure to follow me on Instagram. It is On The Topic with Amy V. I will always post things there as well when I'm trying new things. And definitely leave me comments below if you'd like to see more looks using this palette or any other looks that you'd like to see, anything you'd like me to maybe try. Definitely leave me in comments below. I'd love to know what you are loving, and if you have this palette, please let me know what you think of it in the comments below as well. All right guys, I'm gonna get out of here. You guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.